Well, let's talk to the sports journalist Brandon Baatjies, who broadcasts for SABC in Cape Town. Brandon, how bad is this? What damage does this do to the reputation of Australian sport?
Well, I think, good evening and thanks for having me. I think, it's irreparable, depending on which side of the world you sit. On Australia's side, they've admitted to the cheating and they've condemned it. Some people are still trying to explain it away, just looking at some of the commentators from Australia today during the game. They condemned it, but they also tried to sort of soften the blow and said, we need to move on from this, and the guys shouldn't have been demoted in Warner as well as Smith, giving up the captaincy and the vice-captaincy in the test match today. But it's been long and standing and ongoing in terms of the other cricketing nations saying that, when it comes to Australia, they seem to get by just with a rap on the knuckles, where if it's a different country, you throw the book at them. So I think it's going to be difficult for the ICC to get away from this one. They're going to have to make an example. Even though they handed down bans, it's going to be very interesting to see how Cricket Australia handles this, because at the end of the day, the world and the other cricketing nations are watching, and they want an example to be made.
What's been the reaction among South African cricket fans?
Well, they've condemned it, in its entirety, and it's something that obviously sits very close to them. We've had our South African players also implicated in similar things in the past, not as bad, not admitting to actually messing with the ball and ball tampering. We've had Faf du Plessis as well as Vernon Philander in the past, being also cited for similar instances, but not as bad, not deliberately trying to affect the condition of the ball, and not coming out and saying, look, we've planned this and we wanted to see if we can mess with the ball and get reverse swing. So the South African public is not sympathetic to this, and they're feeling that, in the past, just looking at from a much worse incidents with match fixing, we've had guys like Mark Waugh and Steve and Shane Warne that have also admitted to being approached by bookies in the past, but Cricket Australia swept that under the book. When Hansie Cronje was also implicated in match fixing, the book was thrown at him. So there's no sympathy from the South African public.
Brandon, good to talk to you. Thanks very much for talking to us. Brandon Baatjies from SABC in Cape Town.